Hey everybody, welcome back for the final round of the 2021 Midwest Amateur Championships presented by Dynamic Discs, featuring the advanced women. We'll be going to Heritage Park in Johnson County, Kansas. After 2 rounds, Allie Smith is leading at 9 throws over par. Tina Beach and Amanda Wing are tied for second, 10 throws off the pace, and Steph Olesen is 2 throws behind second, looking to make a move perhaps. Let's meet our players. Here's Tina Beach. Anna Hare, Steph Olesen, Allie Smith, and Amanda Wing. Here we are, hole 1, par 4, 519 feet. Allie Smith has the box and pures this forehand down the 519-foot fairway.
Good shot, Al.
Next up, Tina Beach.
Yeah.
Also makes the gap.
Nice job.
This is a daunting gap, especially for the first hole. Amanda Wing, a little bit of an early release.
That's about how I'm feeling today.
That stays in a cedar. Steph Olesen, currently in 4th, 2 throws out of 2nd place. It's a late release and puts that into the tree line on the right. And Anna Hare
Oh, God.
does not make the gap. From there, Anna has no choice but to pitch out and take her medicine. Here's Amanda deep in a cedar tree. Bites off a good chunk of the fairway and sets up for a look down to the end of the fairway. The basket is on the right-hand side at the end of this fairway. This is Steph Olesen pitching out and getting into position. And from here it's a turnover or a forehand about 80 feet past the corner on the right.
Zinger. Get up, Ed. Skip. This grass is lush. We ain't getting no.
Tina's right. This is very thick grass.
Well, just don't, actually. I'll just grab it.
It's only ankle high, but there's very little ground play to be had.
Get out of that. Get out. That went right. Sure did. Sure did.
Amanda Wing eyeing the gap, looking to get around the corner.
Yes,
If that stays clean.
No! Good thing she came up and gave me that disc right before.
And she's got to look right to the basket now from about 80 or 100 feet. Anna's back out to the middle of the fairway. And Tina is forced to pitch out. Her position sets up well for a left-hand backhand. This needs to beat the corner. Hit pretty high up on the corner. We'll see how that looks.
Allie's driving back here.
We found it. I didn't just not. We weren't looking. You weren't out.
And here's Allie Smith straddling out after her drive. She's looking to get to the corner here.
There you go.
And that should set up for the par. If she can get up to the basket from there. Steph eyes that Anheuser line and gets right into the gap. The basket comes into view. All right. That is circle 1. Should be all right.
Come on, looking for.
Amanda wants the throw in for the par save.
Oh, too much.
Little to the right. Here's Tina's shot. Did not quite get around the corner, stayed up in the tree.
Yes, ma'am.
And she makes the best of it and gets under the basket. Allie Smith for the par. Oh, you gotta want it. This is the hardest hole of the day, mathematically. It averaged 2.6 throws over par. It's a par 4, and it averaged 6.6 for the group.
You sweat it out a little bit.
Let's move on to hole 2. It's par 4, 441 feet.
Yeah, come back.
Ellie hangs her drive out over the OB to the right
Montana.
and ends up at the end of the fairway. This has a dog leg to the left.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nice
Great shot.
Amanda's out in the middle of the fairway.
I should have had that disc on the first tee.
With the tight OB on the right, this is a tricky throw for left-hand backhand. Tina Anheuser's a plasma servo, and there is some room to work over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Money.
Beautiful.
Steph's drive is pured.
Beautiful.
Anna Hare looking to improve on that last hole.
Yeah. Sit.
The high drive finds the fairway on the left. Amanda Wing looking to get down to the gap. Not quite around the corner, and that finds the OB, which defines the left-hand side. Tina Beach progressing up the left side of the fairway, does not quite get to the end of the fairway. Anna Harris second, makes the gap and gets the look to the basket. She should be able to get up and down from there. Allie Smith's drive went straight down the fairway into this last tree on the right-hand side. And all she has is to pitch out. Tina Beach up and over. This is a perilous green. It is surrounded by OB left and right. You can see the painted lines. After pitching up, Allie Smith is laying up to the basket to save her par. And a hair gives this a bid. Had the height, just a little right. She should be able to tap in from there. Amanda Wing marks her lie after taking the OB. This is her fourth. And that's under the basket. And Steph Olesen looking at about a 50-footer for the birdie. None too shabby. She'll be able to clean up the par. And after that first hole, most of our players are probably pretty happy to get out of here with a par. Amanda Wing taps in the sole bogey. Move on to hole 3, 316 feet.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep. That's money.
Wow.
And Allie Smith
Yeah.
just drops a train on it.
Yeah, higher is better.
And then me.
Tina gets a
No.
late release.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't see a lamp.
Oh, neither did I, Tina. Steph lining up the backhand, up the gut,
In the gut.
and a little turned over in that wind. And Hare looking to send this one down the middle.
Man.
Good flight, headed for the basket and
Good job.
fades out and drops in the middle of the fairway. And with the only bogey on the last hole, Amanda Wing is up last. Little bit of turn and drops down by those trees.
Come on, lucky two, Condor. You've never gotten me a birdie yet.
Amanda does use Condors, the oversized disc,
You're not going to today.
and puts that on the wrong side of that guardian tree. Steph Olesen forces this over, and it does not hold the line and ends up a little left. From a knee, Anna Hare looking to get up and down. It's got the height.
Thank you for getting around.
Should be on the green on the right-hand side. Here's Tina's drive. And she is behind this, I don't know what kind of tree that was. It looked like two kinds of tree in one.
Yep.
Oh, money.
That was awesome.
After her towering hyzer bomb, here's Allie Smith looking to get up and over for the birdie.
Short.
And from inside this tree, Steph Olesen does not quite convert the par save. And Hare is pin high and on the right-hand side. Just a little to the right.
Nope.
Allie cleans up her par. Everybody else should be tapping in bogeys. And with that, Allie will stretch her lead by one more. With just 15 holes to play, that 12-barrel lead is starting to look insurmountable. Here's hole 4, 317 feet. And that is yanked.
Ooh.
Allie goes off the fairway to the left.
Beautiful.
Tina's hyzer play is just at the edge of the trees on the left. Steph Olesen forces this over,
You did that. Just sit down.
Woo! Pretty.
and that beats the Guardian Cedar on the right and gets a good look to where the basket is. And Hare takes the high line as well. And there's no 2-meter rule. This is Kansas. We don't do that here. So Anna will be playing that from the ground with no penalty.
Yes, Amanda.
And Amanda finds the gap on the low line. Typical for courses right around here. The rough is rough and dense, and Allie is not able to get out. She'll be scrambling for bogey at best now. Tina Beach from the left-hand side hits the last tree. With luck, she should be able to straddle out or duck down and get a look at the basket. We'll see.
Right there.
Yeah, you do indeed.
Allie forces her way out and is on the green putting for bogey.
Oh, she juicy.
I knew better.
Oh, that was a juicy juicy.
Yeah. Amanda puts a little bit too much want on that one, and it ends up long and left. Anna's third is on the green. There's Steph Olesen with a long look for the birdie again.
Oh, shit, fish.
And floats that up just a little left. Still, she's got a reasonably short putt for par in front of her.
There you go.
Nice three.
And Hare puts in her bogey putt. And everyone else should be cleaning up their bogeys here as well. That's par for Steph and bogey for the rest of the card. So that'll pull Steph Olesen back to within 2 of Tina and Amanda. On the 5th hole, Steph takes the box with that par. This is a 248-foot.
Wow.
And it sets up good for the backhand hyzer, but there's a whole barcode of trees to beat. Tina lining up a turnover with a servo. And that was hard to see. Let's take another look at that in slow motion. Clips the first tree off the tee, and that is a tree right in front of the tee pad. Don't ask me why. And goes into the rough on the left-hand side. This is a very hard 248-foot hole, especially with a foot-wide tree right in your face at the end of the tee. Tina looking to Anheuser this around the corner. Had the line, but there was a tree in the way. Allie's looking to find the right gap with a forehand. A little bit on the long side. Amanda crouches down and
Oh, get in there! You.
it was floaty, and it was getting there, but not quite.
Dang.
Tina gives that a good go, but is brought short by those jerk branches. And Allie cannot quite convert the par. Steph, too, is denied by a jerk branch and has to tap in. Amanda cleans up her par. And Anna, Allie, and Tina put in their bogeys. Moving on to hole 6, 401-foot par 4. It's about 350 feet down the fairway, and then a sharp dogleg to the right. And the objective at first is to beat this gap. There's a bushy tree. Steph and Amanda find the right-hand side. Allie peers the gap and pushes that into a very large tree near about where the dogleg is. Tina finds the gap and drops down on the near edge of that tree. And Anna also finds the right-hand side of the fairway.
friggin' awesome.
Beautiful.
That's great.
Amanda gets all the way down to the gap and should have a look down to the green from there. Anna also sets up a look. There's Steph looking to flex around the corner. And here's the result of Allie's drive. Looks like she's pitching out to make her play for par. As does Tina. From here, the play is a forehand down onto the green. It should look a little like that. Allie may be a bit obstructed on the left, though. Anna also eyeballing the approach to the green. Made the Anheuser play, but it stayed pretty straight and did not make the corner.
Oh, you.
Amanda lines up a touch shot with a very large diameter disc, a Zephyr or a Condor.
Yeah. Great
Floats
shot.
it right into the gap. She's got about a 30-footer. This is a very guarded green with a lot of low-hanging branches and a couple of very small trees guarding the entrance.
Oh.
Amanda Wing is looking for the par save. Just a little short. She'll be dropping in a bogey. And Hare also looking to save par. And catches one of those guardian trees. And Allie Smith also looking for the par scramble.
Whoa. That was a windy one.
And nobody's going to make par now.
Oh, man.
Good
After
putt.
getting off the fairway a couple of times, Tina wraps up her double.
Starting to rest.
That was also very rough hole.
That's a hard one.
Moving on to hole 7. It's par 4, 515 feet. Amanda Wing sends this one right up the fairway, cuts the hole in half. There's a gap about 350 feet up the fairway to hit. Allie turns the catch cam around and gives us our first look at the gap to beat. Tina puts this in the middle of the fairway and sets up a good second shot. And that is turned over and in the rough on the right. And Steph Olesen gets a good pull on this. It's a little bit to the left, but she's still got to look at the gap.
Way to get out there.
Amanda Wing looking at the second.
Yeah.
Great touch. Pure as the second shot.
Great shot.
Great shot, Macaroni ears.
ESP nuke.
The ESP nuke. Here you go.
After 2, and a Hare looking to get through this gap. The left side of the fairway is the harder play. Tina Beach does
Came out.
not quite get
She
the
launched.
gap. Should be at the edge. Steph eyeballing the approach to the green after her drive. And that is looking good. And Allie Smith with the forehand approach. Nearly runs in another almost eagle. This will be Anna Hare's fourth. She beats the Guardians and gets pin high to the right. Tina's brought up short by those high branches.
What are you doing?
And is not happy with that forehand effort. After two, Amanda Wing is sizing up the long birdie putt. Just a little short. She should be able to get her par from there. Steph sails that a bit long. And here's Tina getting back out of the trees on the left. And Allie has a long comebacker for birdie. And stop me if you've heard this before, but it catches a branch. There are a lot of branches out here.
Nice. Good putt.
From a knee, Steph finishes out her par.
Ooh, good run.
God, I feel like I work at a car wash.
And Allie wraps up her par as well. Amanda Wing lining up her par putt. And with that par, Steph has now tied Tina Beach. And is 4 back from second place. On hole 8, it's 328 feet. Sets up good for a backhand hyzer. There is a ravine and a creek down there where Allie's drive landed, but it is not OB for this tournament. Steph Olesen gets all of this one and finds the trees on the right at the end of the fairway. Tina Beach's Anheuser drive hits the Guardian tree on the left and comes up short. Anna Hare puts a move on this drive, and that is headed right for the gap. She should be about 50 feet away looking at her birdie. Tina straddles out,
Tina?
gets up to the green. Amanda Wing for the forehand birdie. Slides up for the drop-in par. Allie Smith looking to flick up to the basket.
Oh, nice pot.
And Steph from the right-hand side, pin high.
Oh my gosh. What doing?
And Anna Hare lining up the uphill birdie putt.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Let's take another look at this. It's got the height, it's got the distance, it's got a handful of chains. Anna Hare puts in the bird for a red-hot tip-top replay.
That was sick, nasty.
Steph and Tina will be putting in bogeys. Amanda Wing puts in the par and stretches her grasp on second place by one more throw to have a 5-throw lead over Tina and Steph. Don't know if she can catch Allie from here, though. Final hole of our front 9 is par 3, 210 feet. It's up that fairway and then around the trees to the right.
Maybe it pushed
through
through.
it. It's through it. It did.
There is a high line there. Amanda's concerned, but I think it'll be all right.
Let's go.
Come back. Under that.
Allie
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
pin high, but about 60, 70 feet left.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Steph's drive
Oh.
ends up on the left-hand side, pretty far up the fairway. And Tina's left-hand backhand is pretty high, but hits that wall of trees. From here, and it takes the long jumper. She should have about a 10-foot comebacker to save her par. Allie Smith with the 60-footer. Boom, boom. Red hot tip top replay number 2. High, lofty putt. Twice as high as the basket, drifting in. Big old handful of chains.
Best smile in the whole wide world right there.
Steph Olesen got big putted and was unable to follow that up. She'll be looking to tap in her par. Tina rolls this under the basket to save her par.
Good two, Mando.
And Amanda Wing puts in the easy birdie, finding that gap on the left-hand side to stretch her lead over Tina and Steph by one more.
Hot damn.
Good finish. Good finish.
Good putt.
After 9, it's looking like
Nice.
we may have an apparent winner, and Amanda Wing may be running off with second place. All right, after 9 holes, Allie Smith holds a dominating 11-throw lead over second place Amanda Wing. And Tina Beach and Steph Olesen are tied for third, 6 throws off of second with just 9 holes to play. Who's going to win it? Well, probably Allie Smith, but who's going to get second? We don't know. Come back and find out. I'll have this video posted soon.